Hey everybody. So after my last video with the insight farming, I realized that it truly isn't an efficient way to farm bloodstone chunks. And I tried farming the werewolves again in the Upper Cathedral Ward as well as a few other places, and turns out those really aren't efficient enough for me either. I'm just not satisfied. So I kept looking online and I finally found a way that's truly efficient to farm chunks, and super efficient. It's here at the dungeons, of course. So you'll just search a new chalice glyph. That's to be expected. You type in the code jemmjmpi, jemmjmpi. It's not a real word. After you type that in, it's going to bring up a Cursed Isz dungeon. So it being cursed obviously does mean that you're going to have half your health, but it's not that big of a deal. It's a very safe dungeon. You can walk through very quick, and the boss is actually really simple, and it's the boss that we want to kill. So, you create that dungeon, you enter it, and there's going to be moments of silence here because I just want to narrate this straight through. I don't want to have to record a couple of different clips. So we'll wait for the game to load, la-da-da. You can probably skip all of the lamps if you want to. There's no point in really opening any of them. As I said, you're not in that much danger. I always like to hit the first one, as you'll see, just in case I do die. That way I don't have to load. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I would still load at the very beginning of the dungeon. But regardless. So run up, skip the first lamp for sure. Doesn't do anything. Open this door to go directly into the dungeon. And then, like I said, you can probably skip this lamp. I go ahead and hit it because I'm paranoid. It wastes time, but I'm too paranoid not to hit it. Open this next door. You'll see across from you is the exit, but we want to go down this ladder, and there's a tunnel behind us there that we want to go to. Just run straight down. There are no enemies. Nothing drops in your head. This middle platform here, you want to sneak around the stairs because there's one of those traps that'll warp you, and you warp to a room with a with one of the witches and her wraiths. This brain sucker, just ignore. Who cares? Ignore all the enemies. Unlock the dungeon and then run away. If you want to fight that brain sucker over and over again, you can. It only takes a few seconds, and you do get gems usually, but I don't even bother. So then you run back, run up the ladder. Now when you're here, a wraith will sometimes come out and attack you. So you got hit there. So you want to keep moving because they will climb the ladder after you. Open the exit door and go to the boss. I like to pop a vial before I go in, just because we're going to get over 100,000 souls when we go in here. Actually, I have one of the blood runes equipped, so I don't know if it's actually over 100,000. But it doesn't matter, it's still going to be a ton of souls. And then you just have to kill a brain sucker boss. Now these things are pretty easy, but just so you guys know how easy they don't have to be, I go ahead and screw up in a major way here and lose some insight. This is an example of what not to do. That's why I did it. I'm trying to do you guys a favor. This is what not to do. What I just did there. Nobody's going to buy that. So then roll away and actually kill the brain sucker boss. There's not a lot to say about that. I'm sure you guys know how to kill brain suckers. My favorite strategy is to try and to bait them into grabbing me and then just narrowly stepping out of the way. I like to live on the edge when I'm fighting these guys. And of course, spin to win helps a lot, as it does with every part of Bloodborne. I am way over leveled for this dungeon. For all dungeons, this is a cheat character, but it's the character I use to easily make vids and everything. Unless, of course, I was doing some sort of vid where the character needed to be a normal level, but I haven't made that many vids that's important. And after you kill this boss, you'll notice that I will get 2 bloodstone chunks. Now you can get 1 or even sometimes 0, but more often than not you will at least get 1 and usually 2. And if you go quick enough, that probably only takes 3-4 minutes, maybe not even that much. I'm not sure, I didn't time it out this time. But yeah, that's it. Easy way to get bloodstone chunks, and if you don't get brain sucked, insight. Thank you guys very much.